Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream, and today we'll have a lot of work. Actually, there's gonna be a lot of working on today's stream. Isn't that exciting? No, but there's a reason. There's a reason for it. There's a reason, trust me. First of all, I'm sorry I still have my water boiling in the background. I still have my water boiling in the background, we need to wait for that. Unfortunately, hi the service as well. Hi and cheers, hi and cheers. Okay, let me bring everything in. That's because, are you making crack? Well, I mean... No! Bloody coffee. I woke up and I'm really tired, gee whiz. We're gonna start with a bit of fun, then we're gonna do a bit of work, then we're gonna do another bit of fun. How about that? How about that for a treat? My water's boiled. Okay, so basically, I did a little bit of off-camera science yesterday, and so I said, and so, there we go, I end up with this lovely pitch black liquid, but the reason why it's exciting is because if you remember my little UV flashlight, if we shine it at it, we get yellow. I have made a yellow fluorescent material, which was way more difficult than it would seem. This is a mixture of urea, citric acid, and formic acid. All of them mixed together and then heated up at fairly high temperatures for around about 5 hours. A bit, jumping up to 6. Is that green to everyone else? It does look green, I will give you that. But the main reason why it looks green is because the only reference point next to it is violet. So here you have green, here you have yellow. Green, yellow. Right here you should be able to see the difference. Hi, the Gutsy.
Well.
Hi, hold on, I need to put back my bars in my fridge. Funny enough, I don't need to be keeping them in my fridge. I just do keep them. I should probably take them out of the fridge. Okay.
What's your version?
So this is what I've got so far. Oh, don't fall on my electronics, that's annoying. This is what I've got so far. And from left to right we have the first batch, which is a bit bluish green, because I messed it up. Then we have the full green. This is the second one was the best one I've ever done, because the third one lost a bit fluorescence, the fourth one is really dim, and the fifth one, that was the first try of doing the yellow one and I just fucked it up. In the background you may hear a bit of a hum. I don't know if you do, but if you do hear a bit of a hum, that's my centrifuge actually. Boldly spinning away. And so, I need to wait for the centrifuge to spin it all up. Then we'll be able to take it out. I should probably empty some of them, because, well, batch 3 kind of sucks in comparison to batch 4. Yeah, and batch 3 sucks in comparison to batch 2, and batch 4 is just abysmal. Batch 5 is true garbage, but you can see that when I shine at it, it's very dim. That's because getting yellow is actually really difficult. But here's my theory. If I add more formic acid to it, mix, then if I heat it up again, this should actually allow the outer edges of our carbon dots. The additional clean formic acid should take out even more things from the outer edges of the carbon dots, allowing them to grow into bigger, grow more graphite, which should lead to this actually getting red over time. Which means that if I add more formic acid, and if I set it to boil for another 3 or 4 hours, then this should, in the end up hopefully red. Also, funny enough, I'm using another piece of glassware as a cover because it actually hurts to breathe in formic acid because it's highly concentrated acid. It stings. Hi, Shelter. Hi, welcome. Fluorescent black tar. Yeah, it is. My flashlight is also breaking. I don't know why. Okay, swell. I think it might have even centrifuged enough, so I'm gonna go over and pick it up. Okay, let me just plop it down on my workstation. Ah, shucks, I just dropped it. My fuck. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open it up. This. I do have to say, this single, like, frame right now is a pretty accurate description of what my mind looks like. This is basically what's going on in my mind all the time. As you can see, there was a huge empty space in the corner. That's accurate. So working with acids today, well, not quite. This is more of a carry on from a longer project of mine. Yeah, this is way less saturated. Worries me a bit, but it is definitely not green. When you look at it like this, in the camera it looks green. In real life it looks brown, if anything, which still isn't great. However, once again, we're gonna test a theory, because if I add more formic acid right here, it's a bit of a gamble because there is a lot of material in there already. So if I add more formic acid, it could be a bit of a gamble. I'm gonna go pick up my formic acid. Worst case scenario, I'll just need to buy more. Am I right? Thank you, patience. Okay. Let me open it up. Should I wear my gloves for this? Ah, I put them over there. That's really far. Is it? It's concentrated or dilute? It's concentrated. 70. It's 85%. There we go. Now, another thing we can check right as I added the acid is, does it get dimmer or brighter? A control group would have been really fucking convenient, make it. With every passing second, I am growing more in confidence that this is yellow. I really am. In comparison to the greens, it looks very yellow. Also, this green fluorescence, I keep forgetting just how well I've done with this one. It is really fluorescent. Okay, but we're gonna leave it there for now, because I'm gonna go ahead and heat this one up for another 3-4 hours, I imagine, maybe 5, and then after all this time, I'm just gonna check up on it and we'll see if it achieved anything. I'm sorry for just walking around the whole bunch. but I do want to set it up properly, considering how I'm boiling acid. Okay, so that's it for now, chemistry-wise. Isn't that fun? That was our brief chemistry segment. And oh, how fitting actually, because today we'll be working and we'll start. Actually, there's one more thing I can do at the beginning of the stream. Oh, hold on. Fun never ends. I've got another package. I've ordered something. And I'm thrilled to find out what it is. I'm guessing it's the camera for the Raspberry Pi. And I'm guessing that the things rattling in there are just the additional things I've ordered in order to get free delivery. That's my guess.
That's how free works. You pay more to pay less.
Yes, it actually does sometimes end up being paying more to pay less. First, I've got this box, which I'm guessing will be the camera, and then buttons. That is actually convenient because I have been running low on those. Wow, who would have thought that Past Naked actually bought something useful? This is genuinely convenient because I genuinely am running low on buttons. Okay.
You run out of buttons.
Oh, I remember. Right, I was 1 penny short for free delivery. Now I remember. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was 1 penny short. But then, right in here, we should have a camera with, it appears to be the right connector as well. That's because we need the correct connector in order to connect it to the Raspberry Pi Zero. But for now, I'm just gonna get all of them down into my storage drawer, and that's because fuck, I need to do one more thing. Hold on, sorry. I know that I keep walking out and in and out and in, but that's because the main meat and potatoes of today's live stream will not be working with chemistry or electronics, because we've been doing that a lot. All of that, then we can make it delivers. Yeah, I have range, you know. I have an open bottle of formic acid on my desk right now.
Make it, are you pregnant? Because you never failed to deliver.
Right, so. We're not gonna actually do any of those today. That's because we've already done a lot of these, and there's another thing that I'm really behind on, and I would rather focus on that, if you all don't mind. And that is work on videos. Oh, I know, thrilling. But it must get done. It must get done eventually. I think I just dropped something, but I don't know what I dropped. Oh, whatever. Must get done eventually, so we're gonna do it today, because I've been having a really hard time getting myself to animate anything for some reason. So today we're just gonna start a couple of Blender files, and once we get there, then once I start animating, it will be much easier to carry on. I don't want to spoil any of the recordings, because the recordings are actually quite neat. You mean 12%? My single word, democracy worked. Delightful, yeah. Only a dancing string is missing, I guess. Oh yeah, I am a phenomenal dancer, but no one's ever seen me dance because I've actually been cursed by a witch, so that when someone perceives me dance, they just fall dead on the spot instantly. And as such, I actually cannot, unfortunately, dance on camera. It's too dangerous.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I bet you'll be a go-to pole dancer.
Is that the fucking pun? I hate that.
Was there a pun?
That was a pun.
Oh my!
That was a. You didn't even.
Yes, I planned this. Yeah, totally.
Okay. Moving on. I hate that. Okay.
That's actually good fun. I need to say that more often to you.
It wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. Okay. So for the video, I'm gonna spoil a bit of what the projects will be for the video, which is, I'm just gonna only spoil it a bit because in reality I have been working on all of these projects on streams, so if someone is still shocked and surprised by them, you have only yourself to blame. That'll be, first I'm gonna start with chemistry, which will be the fluorescence project, then it's gonna be computer science, which is gonna be Bannet, then it's gonna be mechanical engineering and electrical engineering, respectively, both for the mask. So, First we need the chemistry one. I haven't done Blender in a while actually. It's kind of odd for me since Blender used to be my one trick for everything.
Not blending.
Blender used to be my only ability. And now I can actually like do stuff like chemistry. Wow, it's almost as if I'm actually becoming a scientist. Okay, so first things first, we need the camera and we need to flip everything properly. Usually I have one scene I've made a really long time ago for a video about chemistry, which I always like to use this kind of circumstance. Let me get this ready. Originally the dancing plague, yeah, that was... I should really stop going around and insulting witches, because they keep cursing me. It keeps happening. Okay. Ah, that's how where is it? It was, I do believe... oh my goodness, I already forgot where my file was. Make it, there we go, it's called Walter White. This file.
Walter White.
Walter White. Which is, actually looks really lovely. Render-wise, it's really quite a lovely scene. With the, I have no idea what I'm doing, plastered on top, because obviously... right, so it's this. We just wanna grab a whole bunch of...
Is like for a video?
I mean, this is a really old file. It's... I think it was for charity... No, it wasn't Charity Checkup. It was... No, this was for Charity Checkup thumbnail around 2 years ago. Year and a half. It was right after I collaborated with Harry from Scrap Science. But okay. See. I've gotten a fair bit better at Blender since then, so I hope that this time will be... everything will look a bit nicer. Because now we can take the entire scene, we can add in cube. Do it like this, and then do it like this. There we go. I assume the bandit segment will be somehow theoretical with regard to computer science series, but how many Discord and side jokes to rules like can this bad boy fit? No, actually I will, because last time I made the mistake of going too much into computer science. This time, in the bandit segment, I am just gonna go for the laughs. However, I will end the segment on one thing, which is the asynchronous code execution, because that will be important in a future video when I'm working on the mask. That's because for the mask, I don't want it to be single-threaded, right? So asynchronous code execution will be important for it. And in that video, I'm then gonna do a flashback onto Bandit and then explain how it works. Because last time I went too in-depth with the computer science, it got really boring and I wasn't even able to explain it properly, because then I realized, oh, okay, in order to explain why an array of functions is impressive, I need to first explain why functions actually you can point to functions, like you can point to values, and then I need to explain how generalized it can be. Then I need to explain how a compiler can actually compile into a function regardless of how many parameters you add into it, and such and such and such. Let's drop this down a bit more. 66 feels good. Like, no, too much. 70. 5. Perfect. Ish. I don't mind this too much. Now the issue is, in fact, that first of all, a lot of these are empty because I just didn't copy the liquids apparently. And second of all, these ones are in fact floating. That is because it used to be held up by Make It. Are there any keyframes? There aren't. Perfect. Okay. This, give me this. be careful either. I think I might leave it up. It looks fine. Okay. The reaction, stick curiosity of urine. That means solvents are in a solvent, and depending on the solvent, we get a different color of fluorescence. And what's nice is that every single solvent we use, which is water, ethanol, and formic acid, they're all transparent, which will just add to the effect that depending on what you dissolve it in, doesn't matter the color of the solvent, you get different color fluorescence. For season finale, we're all open threads like chemical physics, and giving us hope, and we get a cliffhanger. I mean, eventually, Make It builds a rocket is gonna be a nice little tie-in, just to then go into interplanetary navigational systems. That would be the cliffhanger. We'll have this, that, this frame, and then anyhow, how are your days going? Because this will be really boring at times. Oh man, I remember how boring now it was. Still, job needs to get done. Sorry about it.
I'm okay.
Glad to hear so. I genuinely am. Make it made it for the making of Make It made it. Yeah, it's.
Well, I'm glad you care about me.
Because I do. Actually, Kepa, we need a slogan. We already have a slogan. That's make it make sense. I still remember when I went out with someone. I just went out with someone. It was a couple of weeks ago, and then we're just walking around the city, and they've said, "Make it make sense," and like. No one I interact with. Okay, so I really keep my two lives separate. So she had no idea I do YouTube or that I make it. And the make it make sense made me almost lose my fucking shit.
Nice.
I drew an apple on Desmos Day. I'm doing great now, and my friends think I'm some kind of genius. There was a bit of graphical function, a bit of calculus. Shelza, I absolutely adore dealing with functions that kind of way. The calculus approach to functions is something I absolutely do love when you start thinking of functions of how they flow rather than functions as just maps, simple maps. I know that it's not really a way that abstract mathematics is done, but I just like that approach. Lately, Bavaria is getting a diploma and getting to finally officially enrolled for software engineering bachelor's. Oh, that is also great. Love to hear that.
Aww.
I need the same.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Wait, is it? Oh, they might be a bit too big. Ah, well, what's the worst that could happen? A lot of bad could actually piss off. But there we go. There we go. Okay. Make it check out somewhere losing shit over her sleep because she's saying make it make sense. I mean, I do, like, I don't know. I do want my shit over this because it's ridiculous. Wait, this is white. Why is this white? Oh, that's just glass. Okay. Dark green is the... okay. Wait, is this a gay chemicals? Oh no, it's not gay chemicals. No, we need to change that. They need to be gay chemicals.
UK chemicals.
Yeah, no, we need this to be gay chemicals.
Making them gay flag.
It's perfect, we have 6. Why didn't I do that gay chemicals?
Yeah, I have to.
Right, so we need this one to be orange.
Why are the 2 greens?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen them gay flag?
This one has to be... this one we can keep as green, but we can make it shade of green.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
It might clash with your video idea, but I have an idea. What do you have them be different fucking pride flags in different shots?
Yeah, it's funny. It's a maybe. As Atomic said, put enough smart people in the room and they turn each other gay.
That's how it works.
Okay, this one has to be a bit more purple, like so. There we go. Now it's gay. But now I need to change the color of all the other ones to match it. So right here, instead of light green, we're gonna have gay noise. Actually, Voronoi might look nicer for this sort of
The
thing.
gay potion.
It will be. There we go. But then color ramp. Actually, I can do it in a more clever way. Oh. How
What
much
are you trying
how
to
much
do?
effort am I gonna put on just making gay flags?
It's a pretty bang idea, I think.
Because I can give them all a single material, and then every single time I want them to change to a different gay flag, I can just change it once. That's it. Depends on how many gay flags there are gonna be. Okay, fine, let's do it. So right here in this case, we're gonna have... it starts with purple, doesn't it? Okay. Wait, 6. So take something, divide into 6 segments.
Wait, so is the big one supposed to be a mix of all of them?
Yeah, the big one which is glowing in the color of
It
the
should just be white, honestly. Like, you don't have to like change like the big one every time.
No, but
that's
if I
fine.
set them up all up as the same like source, then it will work nicely in the same way. So basically,
Oh,
if I
I
do
see.
this, and then if I remove the alpha, go up, take this node, and instead of having that color there, every single time just plugging in the node group, yeah. So it would need to be purple, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. And we don't want them to be all equal distances, which means 90% of effort for gay chemical stems from micro print drawings of all the segments. Actually, speaking of, because a bit of maths, quick maths, we're gonna have segment 0 to 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, and then the distance between all of them has to be x in a way so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x times 6, no, 6x has to be equal to 1, which means x is equal to 1, 6, right? That's simple, which means 1, 6, and then 2, 6, and then 3, 6, 0, 6, and then 5, 6, right? Yes, I think. And now we can make them gay. We want a nice gay, so there we go.
Make them gay now.
Yes, and then right here we can do a 0, like this. Right here we can do 1, 6. Yeah, like this sort of thing. And then basically whenever I want to change... hold on, let me just fix up the voronoi, because it's a bit ugly. Could I do noise?
Oh,
We have Potion of
looks
Gay.
like fucking microwave button radiation.
It does, but what's nice about it is that if we go into this node group and if we create another flag, which is I'm do it from memory, hold on. Walter White. Oh,
Doing pride
Jesse
flags from memory is a fucking the worst video idea.
Jesse Pinkman.
Oh no.
And then in the middle.
Fuck off.
I need to remember it somehow.
You have it. Also, I think you have it backward?
Was it no Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, and then Blue Meth? Hold on.
It looks incorrect.
It really does look incorrect, but no, it was from the middle out. Ah, damn it! Of course it was. It was. Alright, yeah, it was like this. In the middle, Walter White, and outside the Blue Meth. Yeah, that looks a little more correct. And what's really nice about it is that in this case, if I just replace
Make it
this.
like pink, not magenta.
There we go.
Actually, I don't know how it's gonna look.
If instead of this I just plug in this, then they all change. It was idiotic.
Oh my god. Fucking brilliant.
Okay, what else are we gonna add? Asexual flag.
Let's not add my flag.
Your flag. I can also, but your flag has 4 colors. Damn it, asexual also has 4 colors. I'm not gonna lie, 6 would really be nice in this case. There goes the whole budget on gay liquids. Okay.
I can just make like the sides wider, like too wide.
I'm gonna see what a 4 color one would look like. Because it will be a
Or
bit.
just have the sides fucking empty.
Right, that's this. Then we're gonna have this. Then we're gonna have this. Then we're gonna have this green.
Green?
Green is not a color that's in our you know what? You do you. So. Why is this green? Oh, did I forget to? Oh shit! I forgot this. There we go. Yeah, that was proper. Messing everything up. Okay. 0, 0.5, 0.5, and then finally 0.75. That's so dumb. Okay, what else? What else? Pansexual. Pansexual has 3. Pansexual fit in really nicely. Yeah. That's because 3 colors are reasonable to 6. That is nice. So you can 2 thirds and then 1/3. Okay. We have color. Alright, let's see it. Wow, I'm gonna be so productive, said Make It. This is so dumb. Find the asexual representation in mainstream media. You're welcome!
The railman successful.
My step a few days ago was singing a video song on gay. I guess back then it meant happy or something. Today I would say it still means happy in a way. Okay. 4, let's do 4 for now. I feel like it's enough for now. But we also need all the other things to be colored properly as well. So right here in the water, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the color ramp nodes. Wave texture could be nice. Okay, so we want it to go up, which means Z, like this. Then what? Scale. With the typical pride one, it's not gonna look great because are you in a relationship? Make it no, believe it or not. Gay by chance, sexual enough. Let's move on. But I am always welcome to provide asexual representation in mainstream media. That's what I'm here for. Okay, now let's try the trans. This does look nice. I do like this. It's so idiotic. Like every now and then I catch myself realizing how idiotic what I'm doing is because I'm not gonna acknowledge it in the video. It's not gonna get acknowledged in any way. It's just gonna be gay flags. Okay, fine. I'm doing so pro gamer moves here. Oh, I don't need it to be. Oh, damn it. Not gonna lie, it's always great to see Make It blending some new vids. Never gets old. Trust me, it would. It would get old. It got old for me. For me, it got old. I used to do a lot of the Make It blending streams simply because there was nothing else I could stream. That's because I just had so much. I was always so behind on work. And I mean, that is the reason why I'm streaming right now, it is, right? Because I am behind on the videos, and instead of fucking working on them properly, I'm making gay liquids.
There is nothing wrong with gay liquids.
There's nothing wrong with gay liquids. This is gonna trip some people up a lot when they see this. Because there will be no confirmation that's what it is in the video, so...
Does there need to be?
I mean, no, but like, you know, someone... subliminal messaging. I'm turning everyone gay. Okay, I think this should be enough. but this time we want it to be...
Come on, okay, alright.
I think SolidWorks I2C struggle and building was also lit. How boring am I? How boring am I that struggling with I2C and modeling in SolidWorks can seem entertaining by comparison? We will probably do some struggling with the standard, possibly even I2C. Struggling with I2C and SolidWorks today. That's because, as I mentioned, the video, the 4 parts will be fluorescence, bandit, and then 2 for the mask. So when I'm done with this, the bandit one I'm gonna leave for off stream because that won't have all that many animations. Then I'm gonna do the mask animations, and then after the mask animations, there will be the last chapter, which is the electronics. Okay, what kind of texture should I do for this gay texture? What do you look like? Ooh, me likey.
But gay texture.
Because I'm doing it as a constant, they will always be... Do I need to do it as a constant? Actually, that got me thinking. What if I change them up from a constant to an ease? It will mess them up right now. Not by much. Well, it will mess these up. That's because right here then we can change them up to be actually the proper places, which means 0, 1, 6, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 6. There we go. It'd be really easy to have an index switch at the moment. And now we can switch from gay to trans, from trans to ace, from ace to pan. Sentence that I don't think has ever been... Hi there, Atomic! A sentence that I don't think I've ever been sent before in that context. This is so dumb. I spent so much time on it for no fucking reason. Commentary and personality making also good. Oh, thank you, Cape. I appreciate that. I can't imagine watching an I2C stream without commentary. Heck, an enjoyable one. I mean, just commentless I2C struggling guy ASMR to study and work to. And last thing we're gonna have right here, which will be just a beaker that will just go up over the entire flag to trip people up even more. Okay, I'm gonna parent all of these right here. Actually, hold on, since I'm parenting them, hold on. There we go. Now I'm gonna transparent them. Grown is an appropriate response for that joke, I do agree. Right, so there we go. We're gonna parent them like this. That's because now we can rotate them. I have to say, Katsi, that was just a genius idea. I was against it a bit, but that is a bagger idea.
I know, right?
I like it a lot. Oh, it's gonna trip some people up so much. There we go. Okay. Now one last thing, which will be the cylinder right here. Right, now we do this. Okay, perfect. And then this will be the last gay color, which is, well, not really color, the last gay texture. The bottom one, look at that. That's because this one will go as texture coordinates, separate x, y, z, and z. Objects. Not normalize, set origin to geometry, apply. Yeah, oh, it's not normalized, damn it. Don't tell me I need to do some manual.
Why can't the gay just be normal?
Yeah, exactly. The gay is abnormal, there we go. And this right here also needs a bit more of a frequency to include more colors. Actually, no, that won't help you include any. We can make this more subtle actually by doing hue saturation and then decreasing the saturation a bit. Oh, I like that a lot, even though it doesn't really fit, unfortunately. What happens if we do value, face? Yeah, that's... Oh my!
Why is this happening?
Makes sense if I do it 3D. I do kind of like that. The only problem is that, once again, we're not getting enough gay. So, what if we do color ramp, and then right here we just squish them a bit. Okay, here's... this is so dumb. I really want to make like a shitpost of a choose your fighter, like choose your lab. Oh no, we need some... Oh, we can also do colors from the top in the same vein. Hold on. Oh, just hit me. We can do guide, which... Hold on. Guide, which as we all know stands for gay light. This is basic knowledge. And then right here, copy this. Oh, how am I supposed to make it? Because we don't want the color to be too much, right? If it's too much, then...
There's never too much gay, what do you mean?
Because if it's too much, then it will be a bit... Okay, so what we want is we want it to ideally be... Let's do a 1. 5. For now we're 1, because we're... Yeah. And then color ramp. This will select the color, and we're gonna edit it up a bit to get the entire spectrum again. Entire spectrum of gay. Hell yeah, did Katsi cook with this idea, right? And then another noise texture, and this one will select. Because we don't want all of it to be gay. We want some white as well in there. Not too terrible, although I think it could be better if we add more. I don't understand. One thing I don't understand is why people think I'm gay. I don't get it. It's confusing. Call me old, but since when was gay a spectrum? Since I got involved. Okay, so now we have this one. Let me see what happens if I change it up. So fucking dumb.
It's brilliant.
okay, hold on. I need to save it as a copy. And it's gonna be fun for me. That's because right here what I'm gonna do is I'm going to animate all of them. I remember a GIF that just is like... Hi the stump, by the way! Hi, cheers! Which is... I want all of them to move. This animation goes on. I am spending so much time on this. This is not what I was supposed to be doing today. Okay, doesn't matter. 4D. W will allow us to animate. Oh no, never mind. W will not allow us to animate because this is the one we care about. And not frequency on the right. I'm about to start partial differentiation into next week. Any suggestions? I don't actually know much about partial differentiation, funny enough. I know the theory behind it, but I don't really apply it all that much. I would recommend on the Discord server, the math channel. People over there help a lot with maths. Would really recommend that. It is what you were supposed to do. That's what the patrons require. Fair point. Okay, we're gonna have a mix, and then value right here, which will mix the mix. Density right here, and then as we mix in between them, we get right. So we're gonna go from 0 to 1. Can I do negative 0.2? Oh, I can do negative 0.2. How convenient. Is it different from 0? It's not. Damn it. That's kind of annoying. Because then right here, basically, we'd go from 0 to 1. And that's how I normally achieve seamless animation, seamless loop. You can see this like slowly changing. Yeah, it's a bit too sharp. 3 points. Then we can also take these, all to be linear. Oh, it stops there. Right, it's not what we want. Oh, why does it stop? Good gay night then. Bye. Bye, Shelza. Have a good one. Why does it slow down at the end? Oh, because this isn't changing. Right. So if we start, instead of starting at 0, if we start at 0.1 actually. And then if we go right here and we do 0.1, that'll be 20 frames. Which means if we do 0.2, this is always confusing to time. 0 to 0.2. We take all of this linear. Oh yeah, I've done it. All right. Absolutely no reason. Right here, the what could be the animation? The animation could be just it going up, I'd say. I think that's a perfectly fair kind of animation. So basically, like yeah, ignore vibes. I mean, keep it. That is also what I. That's as much as I understand partial derivatives wise, but it's so. It gets so upsetting once you get into the theory of how to derive it. How are you with today? Hi there, Phoebe. That is Katsi. Katsi just came up with a great idea, and I am immediately distracted with that idea and spending a lot of effort on it. That's who Katsi is. Let's do 0.1 and then.
I do like that sometimes.
Multiply by 10. There we go. And then right here, we'll just do this, and then muff add, and then this will basically let like a piece of light to go up and pick the color as it goes. So we'll just have that piece of light go like loop every 66. That would give us this. Yeah, I think 66. Nothing like listening to Undertale music and making gay liquids.
That's what it's all about.
That is usually what happens with people around you, isn't it, Katsi? They end up making gay liquids. Okay, there we go. And now the next one, which is this. Right here, we can... Oh, I could have changed it to rings. Oh, whatever. Buns, fine enough. How am I gonna animate that? Hold on, is face cyclic? So if I do
like
2 times pi...
Oh.
Oh, it is! Oh, that solves every single problem. Which means this, and right here at 200 we just do pi times 6, or pi times 8. And then we need it to be linear. There we go.
That's very nice.
Okay, and then one last one, which is the noise one, because these ones will just stay still. Listening to Antrim music and designing gay liquids does nothing but a typical Wednesday, Thursday midnight activity. It really is. Okay, right here I could do the same thing, I suppose, with sine, because we do have sine. Mathematics, shit. You multiply by 6. So if I add, multiply pi, then multiply it from 0 to 12, then this should be seamless, I think. That is going quickly. I wasn't expecting to go that quickly. Oh, because I did, yeah, no, let's just do 2. I want this to be slow. Let's do 2. Perfect. Speaking of Undertale, Mickey, have you ever played it? I haven't because I feel like the thing is, I work a lot, surprisingly. I'm a bit of a workaholic, and basically, the only way I can enjoy games nowadays is if I'm playing them on stream. But playing Undertale on stream feels like a kind of scenario in which I wouldn't be able to enjoy it truly. Undertale doesn't feel like a very stream it kind of game, you know?
I don't know. I think it could be good on stream.
No, I mean, it might be good, but it's like hard to... I feel like it would be hard to appreciate.
What do you mean?
If I just streamed it. How to get into a storyline when you're streaming and you constantly goof about...
Look at fucking chat. Or like, don't have like 5 fucking more than we see. You know?
Then this would go from 1, 110 being 0. There we go, and then right here, this should be 0.5, correct? Yeah, it is. So right here we do 0.5. Oh, damn it. 0. and then 0, and right here is 0.5, right? And I think this should be full setup for a gay lab. So let's see it. Let's see if I've done everything correctly. I'm gonna change the angle a bit, like this. Zoom out a bit.
That's brilliant.
Oh, we've got a gay lab. Damn liberals turning my lab gay. I can add a bit of smoke to it.
Mm.
Idiotic, because what it is. Oh, fine. I'm gonna render it. Of course, I'm gonna shit post what I'm gonna call the render. Of course, I'm gonna render it. I don't want 256 frames because it's too much frame. I think we were on the first run. It took me 3 days even after playing it for years. The genocide run. I don't think I'll be able to do genocide run emotionally, if anything. I feel like mechanically it'd be easier. I feel like the emotional torture is what's actually holding people back from doing a genocide run. Okay, so that's the gay liquids done. Now let's go to actually animate the video I was supposed to animate. Which means we do need to open up another Blender file, which will run slower, simply because of the other Blender file. That's currently rendering gay. Okay. Let me check up on my script. One thing is that we have two reactants, citric acid and urea. Then we dissolve it in some kind of solvent. Oh, how am I supposed to? Hi, welcome back, Weston. Solvent. Okay, so another set of beakers would be convenient probably for this. So I'm gonna take the beaker out and store it in my pocket for later. But for now, this one, I'm pretty certain there is settings that will allow us to take all of these and make them visible only as reflections. Oh, look at that. Ain't that something? So these will shine light, but they cannot be perceived themselves. Only their light is visible. Okay, so first we have the... Mick is having a little too much fun with his gay lab.
That is not a sentence I respected.
Hold on, I am putting that in best comments because I'm putting all of these in the best comments. Not my gay lab.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go. So now that we've finished with the gay lab, oh yeah, the intro. First we're gonna have the intro, for which the camera will go like this. Simply because I think it looks nice. And it will go from like black screen, then it will slowly brighten up as it goes in, and it will step in like so. And then right here, I'm going to, might even lower the focus a bit. And that's because in the middle is where all of the action will happen. On like this plane right here. That's where all the action will happen. And we want... we want everything else to be kind of blurry. We don't want people to focus too much on the gay lab. Okay. can't really render this until the other one finishes, because then when you render two things at a time, they actually take way more time to render. Well, I guess we can... I don't know what. Prepare animations? Not really. I can go to the mask animation and prep that. The mask one is fun because... well, fun for me. It's fun for me because all of the models are already finished because I designed them in SolidWorks. How convenient. Okay. So, new Blender file. Third one that I'll have open. Just... my PC will hate me. Okay. I'm gonna save it right away. That's mask 3, which is mech mask. And then what we need to do is we need to change up the scenery a bit so that it would fit in with the theme of making the mechanical parts for the mask. Now that I think about it, actually, depending on how the fluorescence experiment I have running in the background goes, and depending on how well the electronic components at the end of this stream will function with me, this video might be finished in 2 days. Considering how I have nothing recorded yet. Yeah. Imagine you be that quick. I think I'll make a remix for the Theme 3 if I find the time for it next days. Oh, that's always exciting for me. Do you want the full notes for the Theme 3? I mean, not the Theme 3, only the theme. I know them from memory. It's... I need to mime it whenever I'm playing, like I'm playing on the keyboard. It's, I think, G flat or sharp. Okay, hold on. I need to turn off my Me Maker theme song playing in the background. Right, so it starts with G. So, G. I'm gonna completely mess up the timings because that's not really important. Oh, it's the same as FL Studio where you can just... I have FL Studio downloaded. Why am I doing it in an online one? I don't know. I honestly and truly do not know. Hold on. Alright. Grand piano. I know. Also, I did say that I'm not gonna focus on the timings, and I'm absolutely focusing on the timings right now. I think it's this one. If I only brought up my electric piano from the next room, those would be much easier to deal with. That's such a chore, it's like 5 meters away. What's the point? I think it's this. I need to close my eyes and just... Want the free, this way and this. There we go, and then C. Yeah, this E sharp H. No. Oh, it was D. No. It was yeah, and then went down to D. Right. So that's D, and then the one back, which means G, and then A sharp. Was this really major? It doesn't really feel like it would be major, but alright, yeah, so there we go. Now let me just move it up a bit. Up. And that's it. That's really it. I'm gonna leave it on the screen for a second, to screenshot, because it's yeah. What you need to remember is that I am not great with music. Actually, I am not great with music, so everything I make is simple. And this is the entire Maker theme. That's all there is to it. But I like it a lot, mainly because you can add to it really easily. It's so easy to add to it. One of the things I could do, which I think would be quite fun. Someone I know sent me like a song on Spotify, by the way. And when I told them that it's a good song, they replied with, "Yeah, this song is what having sex feels like." Which anyway.
Can I have the song?
But anyway, one thing which I suppose would be fun to do would be to see everyone like who likes making music in the Discord server, because there's quite a lot of people, and do a little bit of a challenge to do like a make it theme, a short make it theme, like 15 seconds or 30 seconds, and then combine them all together into like a 5-minute long song. That could be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate just exploiting artists, and I don't have enough money to pay anyone. So anyway, this is the thing. Anyhow, anyway, anywhere, any whomst.
Any houses.
Any houses. Okay, we reached the trance stage of the gay lab. So we can let me see the mask strip. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First, we need the scenery to be correct, which means we're going to change up the floor texture from this to something proper, something factory-esque, something, you know, with that kind of vibe. Like this. Alright, let's do it. So, where's my textures? This way, this. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong folder, right? I drove 60% of the chart immediately knowing the actual notes. Truly appreciate notes. Well, it's not much. I will admit it. It's really not much. It's a very true chord progression. But fun fact about it is that I've actually had it in my head for months, and then I noted it down, and to this day I don't fully trust myself. I feel like I heard it somewhere, but I've never been able to find a single other piece of media with that chord progression. So it's possible that I heard it somewhere and it's just from some kind of song, but I just cannot figure out where it would be from. So I'm guessing it's the Make It theme. I don't know. Future Make It broke into my room and then played the song, and that's how it materialized.
Of course.
I always adore this texture. Oh, my blender's gonna break because I'm rendering in the background as well. Yeah.
Of course I did.
Number one part of me is the piano in the beginning of the stream waiting music. Oh wait, which actually, let me check. What's the theme for? Right. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Metallic. Every single time I import anything, Blender freezes. Displacement. Click into it. And there we go. I adore this texture. Absolutely love it. It's great. There we go. Do you use motion blur in your vids? I don't remember. I do sometimes. Not always, because motion blur in Blender really messes up with metaballs and meta geometry in any way. It really messes it up because you get like weird artifacts. That's when I usually turn it off. Okay. In this case, then we're gonna have this. That's all proper, I'd say, and then we're gonna delete the. Oh, actually, we're gonna. Good question. We're gonna have it appear, and we're gonna have it say modular, like this, and then. Do I want some kind of color on it? Only when it's appearing. That's, I think, a fair way to do it. So we're gonna change up the entire thing to be black, and then some lighting. I love working with my Blender freezing every 5 seconds. Okay, there we go. Be 20 because it's white, and this has to be 40. This one actually can bring up to 20. There we go. I'd say that's, yeah, not bad. Why not? And then for the appearance, we'll have first the lightest appear, then we'll have the modular appear. Do you have persistent data checked? Yes. Frames. Right, frames, that's it. 256, yeah, at this point might as well. That's the problem with my geometry nodes. They every now and then screw up, and that's because of the color ramp I've used. So it's this one of them. In one of them I need to just change the... Yeah, there we go. 29 and then... Or maybe was it subtract a slightly higher number and... Yeah, it seems to work. Okay. So then we're gonna have 30 frames of it appearing. This we can turn off the volume for now. We're gonna hear at different times. Yeah, like this sort of thing. And then there's the 70, and around the 20th mark we'll have the modular appear. Perfection. And so that would be the basic idea. Now, do I import the mask right away or do I not? We're gonna represent the segment we're changing. Yeah, fine, let's do it. What kind of segments do I have for the mask actually? Do I have the old mask saved? I might not. Copy them over then. I did save the past step mod. Oh shit, there are steps. I need STLs. Fuck. The point is, I did save them, at least, for the mask 4.0, precisely because I knew that eventually I'd have this kind of issue. I can open them in SolidWorks, I suppose. Yeah, hold on, I need to log into SolidWorks. Ah, my PC must love me. On top of the two renders that are already happening, let's add also another 3D up. We ain't got none of those. Oh, I still have FL Studio open. We'll close that probably. Make it. How did you get the idea for Charity Checkup? Do you want to know the honest truth, Phoebe? A while back ago, back in the olden days, I used to stream a lot in general, and so one day I just did a live stream, which I wanted to just do for charity, where I would just play some chess, and so I did charity chess, and I called it a Checkup because it was just the free, you know, charity chess checkup. And then the next day I did that again. And by the third day I was like, I wonder how long I can take this. I stopped streaming chess on day 3 because it was ridiculous. So I just did charity checkups. And after a week I was like, oh well, I've been streaming for a week, that's cool. But you know, a week is still not a lot. And then there was a month, there was 3 months, then half a year, then 2 years. And here we are. That is the genuine backstory behind charity checkups. There wasn't a plan. When I started them, I didn't even know I was going to stream every single day. It's just that I ended up streaming every single day for a week. And so I just wanted to see how long I can take it. And this is where we ended up. Dedication and speak, proud of you, honestly. Thank you, Phoebe. Although I did stop doing them daily like a month ago. Because I couldn't take it anymore. It's like that Ryan Gosling image. I can't take it anymore. Hold on, because most sane people probably. There we go. I can't take it anymore. I like that image so much. Mainly because of Ryan Gosling, but yeah. Okay, now SolidWorks, the sole thing that I'm gonna use the SolidWorks for is just for turning our step files into STLs, because we have front skeleton.
What are you doing, step file?
I stopped doing them daily, proceeds to stream twice a day. I mean,
You don't get it.
I no longer have a requirement to stream daily. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop streaming daily. Oh, this is wrong. Yeah. Save. This one is neat, if not for the fact that that's actually too far back. Would it be this one? I'm looking for the one that has... No, that's not the one either. Which one of the mask? Oh, mid-mask? It could have been mid-mask. Oh, that's an STL as well. I can just import down to Blender. Oh, that's not... Damn it! Was it... Horny Make It? No, Horny Make It.stl is a different thing.
Horny make it. Excuse me?
Oh yes, it's the Horny Make It file. You remember the Horny Make It?
Oh, no, I know it. Well.
Yeah,
I know it. Well. Okay.
Exactly, it's the Horny Make It file. I like leaving this little bits and bobs for my future self. Okay, this is almost it. Because it has, at least it has, wait. I mean, it has the Pi Zero connectors, but it doesn't have the front nor the back skeleton connectors. So what happened there? This will be just the front. This will be just... Yeah, this will be just the front, so we don't care about this. Which one did I save it as? I can just import all of them and see what... There is this, which is backroad 2 apparently. Let me see it. Only make it mask around STL. That's gonna be the same thing without the holes, isn't it? No, never mind, that's even worse. I'm sorry for the constant error sound, but that's just gonna happen.
Okay.
Row mask 1, row mask 2, row mask 3. Just keep going through all of them until I find something. No, that's just the front plate. Did I really not save it? That's wacky even from me. Front scale 000 is... Or could it be mid-mask? It could be mid-mask. No, I've already checked that one, I forgot. Alright, so I guess we lost the model I needed.
Uh-oh.
Damn it! I guess I can, worst case now I can remake it a bit.
Can I remake it?
That's what I do. Why would I have lost it? I don't... There's no... I don't think I would delete that kind of file. That doesn't make much sense to me. Nor would I overwrite it. Oh, modular! There's one more. Okay, yeah, there's one more file. Or skeleton. Why is it called... And why am I opening it with Bamboo Studio? Another... Yeah, one more free application! Okay, that's the whole the skeleton. Back row, that might be it.
Waiter, more RAM, please.
100% CPU usage. Oh, found it. All right, back row 2 step. So that's the one of them, and then back row 1 step is gonna be the other, I'd imagine. Right. Okay, splendid. So we've got them, which means now we can export them into. No, don't save. So, because of science, we are especially wonder about elemental particles. What is this? This is just a bit of a pet project of mine. I'm making a mask. Alright, 4.0. Let's save them. This is going to be back scale 4.0. I just exported as a step again. Damn it! The literal one thing the reason why I'm changing it is because I need STLs, because Blender cannot step files. Alright. Perfect, close, don't save. I'm truly so sorry for the error sounds, but there is front. Okay. Oh, shut up. Okay, and then connector beam is the last thing. What error sound? Oh yeah, right, never mind, you don't hear the error sounds because I disabled. Never mind, I'm smart. I take it back, there are no error sounds. Yeah. I take it back. Hey, I disabled my desktop sounds, so that makes sense. Yeah.
There are no
Oh, in that case, only I hear them. That's every single time I perform any kind of activity. Basically, I get an error sound, a typical Windows error sound, because, like right now, for example, and now again, it's a lot. Okay, so that gives us all of the models right here. We've got them, and then we're gonna import them into Blender, and then we'll need to position them properly. Oh, front plate as well. I'll also need well, to be fair, front plate is a single one, so I can just duplicate it from anywhere. Big. Now, if I move this up by 38 meters, then if I rotate this by 90 and move it up by, should be the number 51. Okay, then I should be able to roughly align them. Unfortunately, there is no mating option in Blender. In SolidWorks. So I kind of will need to eyeball it a bit. But there we have it, roughly. I'd say roughly there we have it. Oh no, this is incorrect. This went a bit too high. Activate. Yeah, roughly eyeballed it. If not for 5 minutes backwards, actually. 180. Because, yeah, it's not. Okay. There we go. Proper. Now we'll just need 6 more, 5 more of them. Most of it are heavily 3D animation focused. They are because that's actually my background. I a 3D animator. Okay, this is almost finished. Oh, 25 frames, that's nice. Hence why I utilize them so heavily. But recently I'm changing up a bit. Recently, going more into practical these things.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty nice. I can align it better this way, that's neat. Now I'm pretty certain. The other way, this way, okay. Of course I got them backwards on this time. Because of course. 180 and then all on the respective y coordinate, right? Then on the z coordinate. Okay, now it looks all proper. Good. So this will be the skeleton of the mask. Neat. And what we also need is the front plate, because that's kind of important. That's kind of what makes the naked mask, which is front STL, I'm guessing. Let's see. Front. Oh yeah, right, this one was bought from Blender, which means we actually need to rescale it by 1,000. Pop it on top. And there we have it. A comically large naked mask. Now let's add in an empty to it, because it's always convenient to have all of them tethered to a single object. I'm gonna do it like this.
Wow. It's all like aligned in this program. That feels so weird.
Yeah, the flow is so completely different. Object geometry. It feels weird to be able to move this stuff, because normally I just click on which face to which face and they just all snap. In Blender, there's a... Alright, let's move it back and let's move it up. I like it! I like the look of the scene already. The only problem is that it's gonna screw with me a bit because the axes are different from what they normally are. See it. The lab is still rendering. Why it's taking such a long time to load anything in. Okay, that's proper. Let's change up only the mask material to mask. And let's have it be pure white. A bit more roughness. I could even have a low emission. I might screw things up a bit. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Or actually, no, they should be white. Shit. Shit. That would be fairly bit more annoying to amend now. Because I specifically made this white material for Blender, because it's my like general use material, which means I can change objects without influencing other objects that happen. It's boring. It's really fucking boring, technical. But I specifically made it for situations like these. Let's do it. There we go. Now we can add the geometry nodes to it. It will require a fair bit of manual animating, which is never desired, but it is what it is. Splendid. Splendid, lovely, fantastic. We have everything all sorted, proper and good. And we'll have the mask appear, I do believe, like so. Start frame rate. Yeah, I think it's finished. Podcast started 100 minutes ago. There are only 4 people watching. I'm out. Alright, try that, King. Bye. See ya. Have a good one. Also, podcast. Ouch. Oh. There, the lab is finished finally. Oh, I wanna see what it looks like now. The the gay lab.
The gay lab.
It's time to see the gay lab. You make it fun, stay for gay lab. Oh yes, absolutely. Let's see. Let's look at the lab that the liberals made gay. It's so. It's so idiotic.
So gay, so lab.
Can I send it over on Discord? Is it big enough?
Probably too big, unless we have like the nitro levels and stuff.
Right. Let me see.
We are level. Nope. We are level nothing.
Gus needs to be commended for that. Yeah, it's really proper gay lab. It really is. What I mostly like about it is, well, because that wasn't really all visible, is that right here I can enable loop. I can just keep it going in the background.
Level 1.
It's a seamless loop.
Oh, is it seamless?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a seamless gay loop.
Seamless gay loop. Are you gonna have that in the background somewhere?
I mean, this could be the rest of the live stream, honestly.
You know what? Have it like a BRB screen, honestly. But that's perfect.
That is actually not a bad for Be Right Back. I don't really use the Be Right Back often, but this would be much better for the Be Right Back. Hold on. This would be media source, gay lab. Okay, and then I need to move the gay lab to a proper folder for this folder I want deleted. And there should be shitpost. Copy here. Okay. Oop. You have the the icon. The GIF, right. That's the word I was looking for. This is a pretty nice stream will resume soon screen, I do have to say. It's not bad. No, I would need some game music for that as well now. That's the only thing I'm missing. Okay.
What is it, game music?
You know, game music. It's a genre of music. I have a whole Spotify playlist for it.
Game music.
Game music, yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be the intro. I really would love to have these liquids animated in this setup as well, but unfortunately, we are limited by my render time, which means we cannot have them be animated throughout.
Oh.
So instead, right here, the gay liquids will be stationary. But oh well, whatever happens, at least they look nice. So is the motion blur enabled for this?
Can you not make like a fucking texture for them?
That animates.
Yeah.
Yes, I can, but then whenever I am talking over, and with nothing changing, I still need to render it. Normally, I just keep it as a still frame, which is what saves me on hours of render time.
I see.
Okay, no, that's the mask script, which so we also will be working on. But first, fluorescent. What effectively saying is that we have two reactants, the citrocast and urea with its own kind of solvent, and depending on what kind of solvent, we get a different color. Okay, so what we'll need here afterwards is we'll need 2 beakers where I really like it because every now and then the animation will cut back to me in real life just to say something briefly, and every single time we'll come back, it will be just like a different gay flag, and I will not acknowledge that in any way in the video. Failed to check license for SolidWorks, unable to connect to the server. Why? SolidWorks, that's entirely a you problem. I'm gonna just turn you off. How about that?
What the hell?
Oh, it just turned itself off. No, it didn't. Here we go. No, it didn't. Dismiss subscription notifications. Yes. Gala Birendrin. What about the mask? I do like the lighting of it. It is a bit dark, but we will get on that soon. Okay. One problem I had with the last video I made, because I think that video was tremendous. It was funny, which I think I'm lacking in my videos. I think I'm lacking the fun factor. I think in real life I am more funny than my videos, which is a huge red flag. So that I did well. However, one thing which I was upset about my video was that it wasn't very educational. This time I am gonna actually fix that, and I am actually going to make it educational, because I'm gonna teach how this fluorescence mechanism works. Ban it, okay, that will be just for laughs, but the mask one will also be educational. Actually, hold on, let me check up on my on the thing we started the live stream with, which is the chemical. Where is my... There it is, okay. I'll be right back. Holy shit! It's like proper yellow now. It's yellowish orange. Oh, that is great news. Oh, what do I do with this now? I don't have a container. I don't have a container. Hold on. I'm panicking. I'm always remember to panic. Fortunately, I am absolutely great under pressure. I'll be right back in a second. Don't go anywhere. No. This does have a bit of an issue. I ain't gonna grill ya. I do have some test tubes, however, they are open, which is bad for dealing with acids. So I need to find something to close it off. Do I have anything? I have my vitamin cover. Does it? I'm a genius. This is from my vitamins. Okay, thank goodness I buy a shit ton of them. I'm gonna go now and pick up the boiling acid. Okay, so this right here is boiling hot. I'm kind of afraid to put it down because it's getting through the glove as well. You can see it's still bubbling because it's really boiling hot. And now I'm just gonna pour it. Oh, this is cold, that's nice. Oh, can you see the smoke? Hold on, and put it away.
Oh, can you not?
Put it just close enough.
Inte ventilate your area. Really.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was coughing. What did you say? Oh.
Into ventilate your area more.
No, that's why I do it outside normally. I just wanted to bring it in for the stream. Look at this! We still can't see it much. The point is, it's yellow. It's way more yellow, and I needed a test tube of it to compare it later on. And also the point is, It works. The more I grill it, the more reddish it gets. My theory was correct. Okay. Oh, it looks green now, actually. It looks way more green than it looked outside. Which worries me. Hold on, let me go check up on the one outside. Is it still yellow? Oh, I just... That was not a pleasant experience. Fortunately, I corked it off. It's not a completely, like... You know... It's not a great system. But it should function in some way. I do have... In my centrifuge, these, right? These were vials, which are the ones we did before, which are the ones we took before boiling it. This is the color, this is the color. It's hard to say. In my professional opinion, it's hard to say. So I'm just gonna leave it boiling now. And we'll come back to it in another couple more hours and then... Just enters, you're still alive? I just gotta... That experience sucked. That was not fun. That was... Oh... Wait, what was the... Pickles! There we go. That's what it smells like. Pickles. Or like pickling itself. Like the essence of pickle. You know the common denominator of pickled things? Like that smell? Like the essence of that, that's what it smelled like.
Yeah.
It smelled like if someone waterboarded me with pickle jar water. That's the smell. Yeah, that's the smell. But yeah, it's now outside, so that's fine. Vinegar. Yeah, vinegar. That's actually, yeah, vinegar. No. Yeah. Vinegar. Right. If someone waterboarded me with vinegar, that's the feeling.
Can you stop getting waterboarded?
I was fine for a second though. It's fine. Dealing with concentrated acids is mud. It's not vapors. It's... You feel it.
Sounds like something you shouldn't be doing, you know?
No, I mean, I'm not too scared of them because usually things that are like corrosive aren't great toxins. That's because the toxins that actually worry me are the complex ones. So, you know, the ones that get into your system. So, for example, carbon oxide, right? Carbon monoxide. That is worrying. That's because carbon monoxide isn't really corrosive, so it won't really hurt you. However, it does bond in your lungs better than oxygen. Which means that when carbon monoxide gets into your lungs, you cannot breathe because there is no more space for oxygen. And so that worries me. That genuinely, because that can kill you easily. However, with acids, I'm not so worried because you can tell when they damage you because of pain. So I feel way more comfortable dealing with acids than with with poisons. I know it may seem counterintuitive, but like there's a reason why pain and discomfort are a thing in our body, and that is the precise reason for it. And I'm using it to my advantage. Yeah. The main reason why I didn't do a battery is because like 2 out of 3 components are a neurotoxin. Okay. What next? Great question. The mask one will be the next one to render. So we just need to wait for this to render. In the meantime, we can plan the animations around it. In the fluorescence animation, we'll have 2 beakers up here. And they both, I want them both to like fill up so that we can do that with a Boolean modifier. A Boolean can do it. I really hope I'll achieve a red. I might also be running low on space now I think about these chemicals. I don't really want to pour them out. Mainly because it's like a bit of a waste of resources, isn't it? So what I could do is I could get a bunch of boxes and I could 3D print like perfect holders for them, for the size of the box. And then I could have like little storage boxes for all the... Oh, there goes Katsi. Couldn't handle. Couldn't handle me. Okay. I'm still getting chills after that experience. It was not pleasant. Oh, anyway, everyone. I'm sorry. I just needed a second to. What should we do? Normally, when it gets to times like this, when I need to wait for an animation to render a whole bunch, I play some kind of game in the background, something light that I can play without disturbing the animation. However, there's also a tendency for me so that when I start playing these games, then I stop focusing on the animations. Minesweeper. I can try Minesweeper. Or oxygen not included. Let's do some oxygen. You know what? Fine, let's do it. This is Oxygen Not Included is a great game in the background because there's a lot of idle dupes just running around and building stuff. Okay. We have gotten a fair bit of work already done today, which may not seem like it. It may not seem like it, but we really have, because starting the animation is the most difficult part. Also, the fluorescence, that's also pretty good. Cleaning it up, because I don't want it to be pitch black. I feel like it being clear could help. Cleaning it up could be a bit of a challenge as well. Got game, video, mask. Actually, video game. Yeah, full loop. I mean, it is, a bit of a sham democracy because the only reason why I added them in there in the first place is because I knew I was going to do them, so. Alright. One thing which we will need soon is, because we're running out of algae, we'll need more oxygen. And for that we can make a device that's called, I do believe in the oxygen not included circuits, it's self-powered oxygen maker, I think. Hi, the Black Thunder. How you doing?
Oh, you know.
Right. Well, I almost... Well, not really almost, but I hit myself pretty bad with formic acid just now. You just missed it.
Wow.
It was fun, yeah. It's quite something.
My timing's so great.
It was indeed quite something. This style, oh, that's a good idea. Now, this entire loop should actually be liquid positive, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know you could liquefy a charge.
What do you mean?
Liquid positive?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh. Oh, you mean it's gonna be like generating liquid. Okay.
Fuck off. The puns.
Sorry, I haven't eaten in 24 hours because I'm out of money.
Right. You said you have the fund reserve.
Yes, I do, and that's for rent.
Oh, shit.
This is America, remember?
Why does it look like Factorio? Well, Phoebe, it's basically the same game.
Then why don't you just play Factorio?
There are too many bugs there. In this game you can
I think it's
farm
pretty
bugs.
stable.
In this game you can farm bugs, over there you need to fight them.
Isn't that your whole thing?
I mean, it was, but then they got stronger. Listen, I'm all for an unfair fight. A fair fight? No, that's not me.
I love unfair fights when I'm the guy winning.
Exactly. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. We're missing bedrooms. Actually dig this up and we can add more bedrooms for the duplicants. Messenger 4 to 9. Yeah, because it is more interesting than working on the video.
I went away for 1 second and you decided to launch this fucking game again.
Yeah, because I'm rendering in the background. I can't really speed up render.
But you can certainly slow it down.
Yeah, it will be quite difficult to slow down with this whole thing. Oh, this is a fucking mess. How am I supposed to... If I add a liquid... No, that won't work. Oh, well, that's quite a mess. I need to get it from here to here. Looks like this. I hope this will be hot enough. There's a lot of heat generators there, so it should be. Also another thing, oh! Stone hatchet, that is actually lovely, that is what I wanted, yeah. Oh, this is proper. Yeah, crowded, so let's kill one. Let's kill one off. There we go. A growing thimbleweed right there, which is convenient, but this one should be more automated. Extreme the victors. Everyone sleep. Yeah. Okay. What can we get? Free stuff. I fucking love free stuff. Seacom Seed. No idea what that is. Let's re-roll. How's the animation? 60 frames. 10 left.
Looks like you're doing another chemistry video.
You fucking love free stuff. I love fucking free stuff. We're not the same.
Gross. Then these are gonna grow. They're gonna give us thimble or the reed fiber, and then right here we can make this again. But it's lacking power. Why is it lacking power? Oh, because our entire colony is lacking power, which we could fix with this natural gas geyser actually. Make it actually it's crowded in here. Let's kill one off. Yeah, I mean they're hatchlings. That's what they're for that and generating coal as their purpose in life. Okay, we need. Ideally, we need actually steel for this, which we do not have in any way, shape, form, or capacity.
You haven't automated steel yet?
No.
Do you even play factory games? That's like step 3. Come on.
Shit. Damn it, piss and Dino
We should
Nuggies.
do a modern Minecraft server.
What mod pack?
Mm.
Let's just add a bunch of mods that don't work well together and see what happens.
Mm.
I
Genius.
don't mean like programming error don't work well together. I mean like
There
one's
are-
way overpowered compared to
Yeah,
another.
Project E and
Uh.
Project E and literally anything else.
True.
I love Project E
yes.
so much for that reason.
God. Project E is just the fucking worst.
Love it.
Like,
You can turn anything
the only
into
way you
anything.
balance it is to fucking lock it to like complete end game, and that is still sucks. Like, there's no way to balance it whatsoever. You know?
I know of this one Skyblock mod pack that has Project E in it that somehow did balance it very well. So
What's the name of the mod pack?
Oh, I know
I
one
have
that's
to
like
remember it.
there is one that's like just based around Project E, and like I mean, in that case, you have to have it balanced, of course. This is the
Oh
only
yeah,
fucking mod
yeah.
that matters.
Okay,
You
the
know?
one.
Well, it's not based around it though. That's the thing. It's based
Oh.
around a different mod pack.
Yeah,
It's just in there.
I mean, there is one that's based around it. That's Skyblock. Its name was. I played it. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
what's the name of it?
I played it too. I think what's like equivalent skies.
It
I think
was
maybe.
something of transformation. The name. Trans.
France.
Trans pack. Minecraft
We can do
Trans.
Transpac. I love the create estrogen add-on.
You need to automate the estrogen production.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, there is a mod that has that though.
That literally is like
Yeah, there's like a create mod add-on or something that has
yeah.
estrogen production in it, which is certainly a choice you could have.
Yeah. Fucking automation mods in Minecraft are a spectrum from as neat as possible to abysmal dog shit. Okay, from create to Greg.
Would you like to play Greg Tech? No, I have a job. Actually, no, I don't anymore. That's sad. Guess I will play Greg Tech.
Guess I'll see before cleaning what okay made the problem. Like she was always alright, bye Caper, have a good one. It's really nice to get from you.
Anyway, I found the Skyblock mod pack I was thinking of. It's Project Sacrifice.
I haven't heard that.
I actually
one,
don't know
think
that
so.
one either, yeah. Sacrifice.
It's entertaining.
Let me check what was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, equivalent skies.
We all just have a different mod pack in mind.
Yeah,
See,
everybody.
I found Project Sacrifice because it has the create mod in it, and you have to bleed to progress.
You have to bleed to.
Oh, this
Okay.
planet
Yes.
game mechanic.
It's like, yes, it's all right. Your Skyblock starting thing is an altar, and you get a dagger and like some food. Have fun.
You know what? I just remembered. Fuck Stalberg, fuck everything. We should do Vault Hunters. Like that thing is just so loaded. Do you not know?
I mean, I've never been a fan of mod packs that are
Why?
exploration based because if I wanted to play Skyrim, I'd be playing Skyrim.
And because Black Thunder has a
It's
serious
not really
tism,
like exploration. Like it's not really like Skyrim.
we need the tism mod packs. That's what we need.
Yes.
It's like make it. You played the last fucking April Fool's fucking thing in Minecraft. It's basically like that, but like a mod pack. Okay, well, we can do something else too. If nobody fucking gives a shit, fine.
What do you mean body temperature? What do you need? 22? In this economy? There's 20 all around you. How do you stop? Oh no, this is 16. Ooh. Ooh, okay.
Mm. Mm.
Then I actually don't know if I've set it up correctly. I think I did.
Fun fact, the sum from 0 to infinity of 1 over n2 to the power of n is pi squared over 12 minus
Natural log
log
squared of 2.
squared 2. Okay, yeah. I was like, is that an I or an L? My favorite result in math.
Why is that your favorite? I'm curious to hear the reasoning. And 2 to the power of n. Oh, I see. What do you mean unreachable dig? Because our suits don't have power, right? I forgot. We need power.
Have
for
you
this.
tried unplugging them and plugging them back in?
Don't have to do except with a lot more juice. This up, right here, and then this will be our new base for power, like this. There we go. And then annulumum. Get from here. And right here as well. Perfect. I am running out of algae and already in deep trouble because I already have 1/3 of what I had when I said I'm running out of algae and haven't done shit to mitigate that yet. Right, we can go on a hunt for more algae for now, I suppose, and then looking at getting AI ads saying to invest in their shitcoin. I'm getting a lot of
Get off Twitter.
I'm getting a lot of ads about movies. I got an ad for a movie with Ryan Gosling. That's what I got.
Damn.
Okay, well at least
They know what
they
you're
got
into.
you. So I got a Spanish pregnancy ad, so I have no idea what's going on. It's like I am none of that target demographic. What happened?
You never know.
I'm pretty sure I don't speak Spanish, at least.
You don't speak Spanish yet.
Can men get pregnant?
Nope.
Can men get
I
pregnant?
don't think that'll change.
Can men get pregnant? Supposedly not. Hasn't stopped me from trying.
Oh.
I'm a person of science.
Now, what
and
exactly does that mean?
I'm a person of science, and I can tell you that with enough effort, you can get a man pregnant. I've tried. It just takes a lot of dedication. Some elbow grease.
I thought of a new rule for your cursed roll bot.
What is it?
All parentheses, brackets, and braces have to be inverted.
How do you enforce that? What?
Well, you have a running count through the line, right? If there's an open, it has to be followed by, well, if there's a closed, it has to be followed by an open, or, vice versa.
Mm. But like parentheses, you use the upper
Yeah.
ones, no? How do you like, do you have
What
to
do you
use
mean?
this fucking ones that go on the bottom and top? Parentheses?
The ones that go on the bottom and top?
Do you just have to use those, or like what do you mean?
Do you know what parentheses are?
Yes. These fuckers. No?
Where did you send that?
And in YouTube chat.
Oh. No,
No?
those are quotes.
Uh
These are parentheses.
oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, so what do I'm
So
No, these are
the bot's gonna
oh
delete the
yeah.
message if you type them like that, but not if you type them like this.
I thought these were brackets. And these were square
These
brackets,
are
not
brackets,
these ones.
and these are braces.
Uh
Often
But-
called curly braces because people like clay in their soup, apparently.
but in parentheses it means with these, no? I'm pretty sure.
That's quotes. Those are quotation marks. And you can't really invert them.
Was this fucking wrong the whole time about the fucking language and how to okay. Well, I'm glad I learned that information now.
It's fine, it happens. You're not the dumbest person I met, don't worry.
I
You're not the dumbest person.
guess I always assumed that meant the other one based on fucking context and how it was used. Oh well.
Help, my cat shit. I'm my shoe without me knowing, and I put them on.
Oh, you're deaf.
Well, we know a guy with a bucket of sulfuric acid.
Been there, Sebas, trust me. You don't
You
need
need to
much.
make your cat as the proof you say.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your local hardware store and you're gonna buy
Copper
a
sulfate, that's the
power
first thing you
supply.
need.
No, you're gonna buy a power supply, right? And you get some wires for that. You're gonna get like 2 beakers, a big one and like a not quite as big one, and then you're gonna go to your local agricultural store, because that's not a hardware store, because they have
Mhm.
fertilizer there, and then you're gonna buy in bulk copper sulfate, and then you're gonna do the reaction. I've met people who don't believe that periods exist, like the punctuation, or
You know, that's a good question, actually. Which one do you mean? Genuinely, because it genuinely could be both.
or like the thing that's part of like waves, or
Or
I don't believe things happen periodically.
yeah.
That is, only idiots believe that. The universe obviously isn't deterministic.
the monthly subscription people are unwillingly subscribed to. You mean rent?
You beat me to it, I was about to say that.
Taxes.
That's not monthly.
That is monthly.
Depends what kind.
Oh right, you don't live in America. Never mind. Did you know you don't have to pay taxes, but you do have to invest in ammo?
Did you know you have rights? Oh wait, you live in America, you don't. XD.
We like to pretend we have rights. We've been doing it for the last 300 years.
No, Sebas,
When it comes
we
out
got
of-
what you mean.
Okay.
We got what you mean.
Yeah, we didn't have to, go there.
No, I mean, thank you for clarifying. Still, it's still neat because on the beginning I was confused. You never know. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. On the beginning I was confused. So thank you for clarifying.
You never know when.
That door can stay broken forever. We don't care for it much now. I'm joining Discord, but I have to wait till I'm 18. I'm planning a strict event that's less than a year away. Well, when you join, we'll await you patiently. And then you
I'm
will
awaiting you
be.
impatiently. Show up already.
And then you will be severely disappointed.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, from this.
Man, these moderators are trash. I wonder why. For those who haven't joined yet, if you do join now within the next hour, we'll say, you can get a free roll. Don't ask too many questions, or you might get it whether you want it or not.
True.
You all really
You
need
want
to.
free roll, right? Totally.
You all really need to
Everyone wants
chillax.
rolls. It's like crack around here. Am I the only person in chat that is not on the call? Apparently.
No, I'm not in chat.
That wasn't the question.
Ah shit, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, there we go. My error sound, that means the mask finished rendering. Splendid. So now this is going up, and then we need the next animation for mask. What will it be? Well, it will be in terms of watch low, trying to give it away. So the basic idea is if I want to change something about the mask, something minor, I don't need to reprint the entire mask, only you can reprint this segment we're changing. So going to actually this is going to be trivially simple because we're just going to have the mask rotate like this. Now let's. What kind of free shit do we get this time? Nutrient bars at this point, why not? Oh, no. Okay. Black Thunder, aren't you the person that got shot by lightning twice? Can you guess?
Maybe onto something.
Can you guess where my profile picture is from? What a mystery. I used to play that game when Time Machine was the most difficult map. And then I stopped because I got bored of it.
I used to play on my phone. I would tend to like do a misinput, and I stopped whenever that became a big problem.
Why can't you just deliver the fucking suit? 9 priority, 9 priority. We need the suit in there.
99999.
999. There we go. Now we can have 2 duplicates in there, which is sweet. We still need growth irrigation, right? That makes sense. They won't be growing. So we need to wait for all this to heat up. Nah, shit, it's always too cold. Well, I still haven't done anything about the oxygen. Well, every now and then, I keep mentioning that oxygen would be a problem in this colony, and I just don't fix it. Except now we're gonna be in the dying territory. Well, I mean, we can just... We can just die.
Why would we do that?
Well, I mean, it would be easy. It wouldn't be too difficult. So saving the duplicate is such a chore. You need to give them food and oxygen. Ugh.
Yeah.
So greedy.
I know, right?
Right. electrolyzer. Maths. Ah, don't play this game to do maths. It does 800. Okay, a single water pipe can transport 10 kilograms of water, correct? Yes. A single electrolyzer, takes in 1 gram of water per second, which means a single pump can handle 10 of them. Now, 10 of them will take in 1200 watts. That's simple. We can do it with the refined wire. Then they will generate 8 kilograms of oxygen. Now, 2 pumps can handle a kilogram, which means we'll need 18 pumps. Well, why the fuck is BBNO everywhere I go? I tried watching a VTuber that I watched, and it turns out that they have a whole song with them. It's a bop. You mean 1800? He's so perfect, he's my hero. You mean that one? BBNO is my artist of choice when it comes to assembling electronics. That's what I usually play in the background. It's either that or Mad Science playlist number 2, Mad Science playlist number 1. Those are also solid choices. Pipe, 18 gas pumps. So they should be lower down. And they need to only open up if there's oxygen. Then this will just, which means a kilogram of hydrogen per second. How much do you generate? 800. Oh, but you only take 100 grams. Holy shit. Okay, I see. Do 10 electrolyzers then. I see. The vision.
Do you know?
So it will be 3 tiles per electrolyzer, and we want 10 of them, so 30. Well, it's gonna take some fitting in, but I could squish it in right here. Okay. And pump top. On the top we'll only need 2 of them, in all fairness. Yeah, okay. So 30. Yes. Okay. Top for 2 pumps. Which means this entire thing we need to wall off. This. Then on the left, each one will need this cancelled on the installation tiles. Okay. Oh shit. This one. Every second one. Done. Adding some polluted water in there. Right. Now they collectively can be connected to a single cable. That should be enough. And they take in collectively 1200, which means kilowatts. Alright, so they can also have the pumps in there as well. Oh shit, this needs to be higher up. Fuck. That's gonna be a tight fit. Right, so we're fucked. I could also put it on the other side. This is a little bit... Well, a bit shite, because we kinda need it now. Not the insulated tiles. We're gonna have two... Wait, no. Wall, electrolyzer... Electrolyzer and empty for the filling. Like this. That will be it. But they will all be 3 high. Wait, they will be more than 3 high. Why is this so fucking difficult? Okay, this, right. Then we're gonna have the electrolyzers. Like this. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Then on the left side they will all have gas vents. On the bottom they will all have insulated tiles, like so. Should be enough to build it. And then below them there's gonna be... Who is draining water down the thing? Valuable resource. Don't go wasting it.
Convenient.
Someone's pissing down the staircase again. Oh, if I had the nickel.
You had a nickel?
If I had the nickel. Be a happy man. All is well so far. At least-ish. Building melted, that's fine, that's meant to happen. We're running out of algae, but that's also fine because I don't care. If I close my eyes, then problems don't, they just disappear. Now, conductive wire, we're just gonna go to the left, like this. Then, on top of each one of these, we'll need, I think, an insulated tile, although I am just guessing. No, that's my animation. Here's the mask. Wait, that was the... Oh, this one's still rendering. Why was I rendering 2 at once? So inefficient. This one will turn to the right. Like so. And then afterwards we want to... So the miner, I'm gonna zoom in on this, I suppose. Actually, no, it would be nicer if it was in the middle. Yeah, so right here we're just going to have... I just realized I popped them on backwards. Shit. Well, happens. I'm going to add like a... bit of a square cube. This is meant to represent something minor changing. We're going to have the come on, deliver some piss. There's one thing we're lacking, and that's piss. That's the only thing. What?
Oh, piss.
I mean, I guess we can just okay. We can do it another way as well. We can do it in I think a bit of a better way. If we dig all of this up, right, and then set up a pump right here, we can pump the piss water up, left, and this way, and that can deliver our piss. So of that 9 priority because that's important. Important business. That's because right here we also need to deliver all the pisses. That's what we need in order to have oxygen in our base, which I've heard is pretty important.
Oxygen? What do you mean? Crazy.
So this is slowly heating up. The only problem is the water ain't high enough for us to, for the coldness of the water to cover for the hotness of the steam vent.
And the hotness of you, most importantly.
Yeah. I need to play on the ice cold asteroid because normally I'm so hot that I just overboil everything. It's a mess. Anyway. So we need that. Then another thing we'll need is we'll also need to bottle this, ideally. Yeah, and then we can get back in here, pour all of these down onto the electrolyzers. Then we'll need to pour some water onto the electrolyzers, and then that will trap them in a gas pocket. Then we can fill in the top, put in some gas, 2 gas pumps. Those 2 gas pumps should be then pumping out eventually hydrogen, and then down we'll get going to prepare everything beforehand. Yup. Into it we're gonna be pumping our water, which we could do it from the full pipe, or we could find some kind of other source for now. Do this. You all genuinely went there for the algae and that's it. Ah, shit. Shit and piss. We can set this up, then we can go down. We can't set up a door because of course we can't, there's wires in the way. can mine this whole thing up for algae. And that's what will keep us. Will give us the crucial little bit of oxygen we still have waiting. Oh no, the shit is out of copper. Obviously, it's gonna take them ages to build that. Why is everything out of copper? No, we have so much gold over there, waiting to be used. Shit. Fun ninja. Was probably no much rendering in the background, working the video as usual. Actual, hold on. Speaking of, let me quickly get up and check up on the boiling thing. Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to. Okay. Okay, I don't think it got much yellower, so I upped the temperature. How much?
I had an idea.
Had, past tense.
Yes. So, you know how you need money.
Yep.
You do have a 3D printer and a pretty recognizable brand. Just sell crappier copies of the mask. Like, they don't have to have all the electronics and stuff, and they don't even have to have anything covering the eyes. You just have to print out the mask and, like, throw in a Velcro strap.
That's an idea. I bet all of your FIFA fans would buy it.
Can you guess where my PFP is from? I'm gonna go with Geometry Dash.
Oh, why would it be that?
Because that's what I see in the profile picture. Am I close, or was that just a really old message I responded to for some reason?
That was an old message.
We already had that discussion like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that explains a lot. I wasn't here.
Freeze in the pipes. Did not in fact think of that. Fine. Then we'll be able to get. There's all negative. We want to do start. Oh, it's fucking dormant! That's bullshit. Fuck. My entire game plan just collapsed in. Oh yeah, and now.
Your entire guy plan.
And now they're just. Oh my goodness, why? Are you... Build this, that will give us a little bit more power, just a little, because we can't have anything good in life. Then
Power.
this, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, all of it. Harvest, grind up into resources, crush it. Enough, which means distribute, this deconstruct. This one's 98, that's not enough, so we keep going, keep going. Up. Now it's pumping, now it's doing, now it should be also heating. And with all of that, this waste carbon dioxide is just going into our carbon dioxide pocket, where we don't need to deal with it at all, because I'm really clever and smart. And then right here, water. Okay, how's the animation? Oh, once again, it's two of them at the same time. Again, whoops, that's on me. I really like the reflections and all this, I do have to say. They all work together quite nicely.
Caustics, my beloved.
Do you go into wilderness with matted hair, but not only runs against you grieve because of death? No? Me neither. I don't know, Ninja, I've heard of some people who did that, you know? I have a buddy.
Well, of course, I know him. He's me.
Okay, there we go. One of the missions finished. Which one was it? Of course. Splendid. Then right here we're going to have the cube up here. And ideally, actually, we probably like it to appear. I don't really have a preference. It's fine. Have it go like this, 170 even. Goes 40. It's gonna change to shit, but it no fuck. Okay, appearance. We want the alpha to be dependent on this, but not changed by the brightness. So we want this right here. No.
Was that an ABO reference?
Go and There we go. I like it. Hi, Driver's Blue, by the way. Hi. This is also heating up. Again. Oh my god, I've overdone it. Shit, I've overdone it. That's too much polluted water. Oh no. Dormant. 6.8 cycles. Oh, that is a very short active period and very short dormancy. The shortest I've ever seen. Good, actually. Well, 6. Then we can wait 30 to. No, that's fine. The problem is that it's getting a lot of. So at this point, I'm just gonna install a gas filter. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
That thing you're digging out, is there not liquid right above it?
This.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to drop it down. I'm changing up design a bit. This we want. What? Enable auto. This one has 200 polluted water, so that's already fine. Let's switch it to water. To be fair, the water will drop, will probably freeze, and I absolutely did not think about that. I just straight up didn't think. Yeah, it might freeze. It's like, I mean, if we drop in 20 degrees. I'm also going to water at this point. We don't want to overdo it in any one of them. Which we might have overdone right here. This might freeze and then screw up absolutely everything for me. This, however, is already a fully primed electrolyzer, I think. In which case... Okay, it could use a little bit more water. But the point is that with this setup, hydrogen should go up, oxygen should go to the left. We should probably have additional barriers in between them, but I just didn't do that, so whoops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Make it may I ask, what is your time zone? Europe. Central Europe is close enough. It's water, alright. Okay. Splendid-ish. Splendid, I think, ish. I hope that's enough. If not, then we'll need to add some filters on the outside, which will be a fairly big drain. Ah, shit, of course the water is turning to ice. No, it's holding up a bit now. Oh, there we go. Just a bit of a turn to ice, but okay, I can live with that. What do you mean unreachable? Oh, because he's gone already. Okay. They cleaned it up right away. How swell. So all of them are gonna relative temperature. Let's change the temperature to be green 0. And then we want all of them to be green with this temperature range. Okay, this looks enough. I'm gonna delete that. Uh, 1 degree. That's barely it. Right here, we're gonna add a bit more water. If we do it quick enough, we can make it in time. But if we time, then we're kind of fucked a bit. Tile, right here we're gonna do a storage bin. With, I think, igneous, I don't remember. Gonna be sweep only, because then we need to cut all this up, we need to sweep it all up, and then we need to close it, and ideally after we create a vacuum. Oh, just thinking, why is this made of iron? Material, change material to gold, all the rebuild, and 9. Are the cables also made of iron? Because that's shit. No, they aren't. That was just that one. Okay, good. We can change the gas pipes to insulated, because I do believe they react better to heat, so we can do this. Go. We still have 5 cycles. That should be roughly enough, let's say. And then on the top again, where are we at? All of these appear to be pretty solid, I think. This should be enough. This one, only these ones are left. Right here we have 200 polluted waters, that's fine. Let's switch it up to water. This one has 290, that should be fine, switch it up to water. I've never done one of these, so I am curious how it will turn out. If it will actually work, it was just a massive waste of time though, end up dooming our entire colony. Thrilled to find out. No pressure, 5 cycles, more than enough. Then we'll go to the top, we need to clean up this. This one is already water, that's great. We can also add in the... Right here we're only gonna have 2 pumps. They have plumbing. Then afterwards we'll need to add the pumps, create a vacuum, and I think that might actually be it. Every single electrolyzer will need 2 pumps for oxygen. A lot.
Wonder if this will actually work.
Oh, that just reminded me, we need to change our schedules, right. Because we only have 1. Not ideal. We're gonna shift this one to the left, and we're gonna move Camille here, for example. It's gonna be our morning schedule. Then we're gonna have yet another one. Oh, you can change it up over. Oh, that's also nice. But no, we're gonna have this one. We're gonna change it up. Move it completely. And then we'll just move a whole bunch of duplicates here. That all just a bit offset from each other. Makes it easier for everything to function. Okay. Still waiting for water. This one is still waiting for water. That's correct. Right here, this is a 9 priority, but no one seems to care about that. Ah, there we go. Spacer, my hero.
Hmm.
Please fix this all up. Because we are running out of time, slowly
Is
but
nine the
very surely.
highest?
Yes.
It wouldn't be 1.
No, 1 is lowest.
That feels backwards for some reason.
You get down to I so questioning your choices so much. Power isn't flowing, which makes sense. We haven't connected yet because we're still waiting for all of this to build. And then actually what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to pump everything out and even remove the gas filter, which will mean we won't need quite as much energy. It will be quite nice. Come on, peeps, we ain't got much time. This deconstruct. This. We should also be very slowly running out of oxygen, and I probably worry about that more.
It's like it's not included.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Hey, finish it off. Okay. This is all going, this is all going. On now. Just build. We're so close.
I will be right back, maybe.
Alright. Be nice. So we'll have. Ideally, we would actually like to even for all of it to reach up here, I would even say, and then heat it all up to 100 degrees Celsius, which would boil the polluted water, cleaning it up in the process. Redistillation. This way, this way. Need anything else? No, I think it might be it. Okay. Why ain't this built yet? Yellow alert, I am done with your bullshit. To be fair, we still have 3 cycles, but I am done with your bullshit. This, and then we can deconstruct the gas filter. Production, and then we'll have 2 cycles to pump all of this air out. Tricky, especially since this is already overpressured, which means we'll need to make some more space for all the gas that will get. We can easily do just by mining a bunch. This really will be a bit of a race against time because this is all overpressured. And if it keeps being overpressured for too long, we won't have the time to to get all of the pooled oxygen out there. And then we'll need to filter it, which will lead to loads and loads of problems. Ah, you just trapped yourself. You did just absolutely trap yourself, didn't you? Yeah, that's on me. Sorry, mate. But don't worry though, because you can very easily escape as long as you excavate all of that. There we go. Okay, then the more we open it, the more space we have for more oxygen, and the more we can pump out. The more we pump out, the more we can the closer we get to the vacuum. And at this point I do believe that could be enough because it's going to be pumping it out in very small increments. Yeah, vacuum. Yes, done it in time. Swell. Now we can unplug. We can replug the pipe right here, unplug it from this, and then this is our proper good setup. 2 error sounds at the same time because Blender finished rendering both animations. So we have this, this is proper. So now for the mask, all we do is we just zoom back up. There we go. So will we? Might as well add it just in case. There we go. Knit. Hostile Ebocrius family bred as food for carnivorous lura plants that produce amber. Those words aren't real. I refuse to believe they're real.
What?
However, do we have anyone who's a decorator? We do not. So welcome to the colony, Ren. You be decorating. Another thing we could do is we could, before we use this all up, we could drop the gas right here into the water to both cool it down and heat up the water at the same time. And that would help us a fair bit. We wouldn't require that much of a setup. Because the water is freezing and will need polluted water for more stuff. Speaking of, this is all done. These ones are getting filled. is a problem because once again that's making us rely on the algae, which is not renewable, and we're actively running out of it. Yeah, that all makes sense. All my problems are connected. It's at least nice in a way because that means we only need to solve some of them and all of them will be fixed. Yeah, soon the water will rise to the point where basically it will clash with the steam, and that will cause all the steam to really quickly turn to a lot of water. Make it! What's the story of the cat, if I may ask? That's simple, I got a cat, I don't have a cat anymore. That's it. Quick summary.
There was a cat at some point.
There was a
There's
cat.
no more a cat. Don't ask what happened to the cat.
These are left, and once these are left, it will all hopefully work really nicely. Another thing we can do is we can add in right here a couple of geotuner stations. Don't tell me it was the acid bath. Well, I mean, generally I can tell you cats don't really like baths, and just like normal ones. So an acid bath, that kind of pushed it over the edge, I'd say. He was not happy. Although if we start heating up too much, the gold amalgam would be enough, we'll need steel. Overheat temperature is 125. This gets emitted at 150 already. Oh no, we won't be able to geotune it actually. Oh no, oh no. And in all of these we don't have enough polluted water as well. Problems and problems and problems. Right, you could sell another Atmos suit dock, and then we could go on and add in even more polluted water. Because I feel like this would be a fairly easy way for us to clean up all of the polluted water. Well, not easy, but cheap. Just slowly going out. I'll fix up the animation in a second, just in. And already it's really, really cold. Okay, so it's already losing all of the temperature right there. Losing absolutely all of it, but then it's going in, and then these start generating. Right here, we're finally getting some temperature going through. Yeah, this gas pump might actually not get quite as hot. Or even better, we could have added a metal plate on the other side. Yeah, oh shit. Well, we can still do it because, oh yeah, we can give us a vacuum. We could have added a metal plate on the other side. That will hopefully cool the gas pump a bit. That won't work too well. Normally pump would be like submerged in some kind of liquid to carry through, I imagine. Average output 100 grams per second. Not a lot. That is... Yeah, it's barely enough to natural gas generators. But still, it will provide us with a fair bit of power. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. It keeps eating all my rocks, that's good. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting the gas a bit hotter. Going through it, and then right here, oh, it's 20. It's a little bit cold. I imagine we still like it a bit hotter down there, so we can fix it up real quick by adding more insulated pipes. Yeah, and then all the carbon dioxide stays right here, contained. I don't know if with enough pressure it could break the tile. Age of the tile, that's curious. I haven't got a clue. Idleness. We have an idle. Get to work then. There is so much. Oxygen included, right? What's the premise of the game? I know it's, I can just Google Blast Lady. The premise of the game is basically you have a colony and you just need to survive. That's the basic idea. Now, there's a lot of things you need to manage, oxygen not included. That's the basic idea. So you have your duplicants and you need to make sure that they have enough oxygen. You need to make sure that all the buildings you have enough. So you need to make sure that they have enough oxygen. So they can't be drowned in carbon dioxide. Also, you have other gases, like for example, chlorine, which causes them to, which damages duplicants. You have natural gas, which also damages them. Then you need to make sure that all the power is in there. So you not only need to generate power, but also depending on the kind of wire, you have a maximum load. If you go over that load, then the wire starts to break. You need to make sure that everything is at the right temperature. So there are duplicants need like a fairly standard temperature, but there are other things like for example sleetweed that need negative temperatures, other things like for example steam that needs really high temperatures. Then you have material, so depending on what kind of material you build the building out of, then its temperature range changes, for example. Some duplicants need light to sleep, most duplicants need darkness to sleep, so light is another thing to manage. Plumbing, as always, you have water, which is used for buildings, at the same time it's used for distributing heat. Different kinds of liquids. Then you also have ventilation for the distributing of the gases I mentioned. You have decor, because if duplicants live in an environment that's too ugly, then they will just get angry. Then you also have gems, which you need to take care of, which I am not taking care of at all. You also have farming for food, because obviously they need food. Rooms give certain paths. Exosuit, that's a long story. Automation to automate stuff, conveyor for just moving resources, and then in the DLC also radiation, which kills stuff. So basically it's like a colony building game, except there's a lot of things you need to manage. That's the fun of it. Now this should slowly heat up, which should, as I mentioned, on one hand cool down the gas, on the other hand heat up the polluted water. Win-win. Absolute win-win.
I have figured out a workaround for needing OES and also being able to play Burnout.
What is the workaround?
Install it on a USB stick.
That's idiotic.
If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Why
I
does
just
that
tried it.
work?
That's why I had to leave.
Why does that work?
Why shouldn't it? It's just another drive.
Hold on, let me check out the fluorescent. I'll be right back. Okay, I feel like it's getting more yellowish, but I genuinely don't know if I'm just delusional, because I might be. Eventually it should get so yellowish that it becomes red.
Imagine it gets so yellowish it becomes yellow.
No, I wish.
Also, asking why it works, it's because you can unplug the USB stick.
Wait, so you boot a game from a USB stick and then you disconnect the USB
No, you
stick?
don't boot the game from the USB stick, you boot OBS from the USB stick.
Right. Cool. That's a solution. Certainly is.
Hey, don't you talk to me about solutions. Mr. Sulfuric Acid and Piss Jar.
There we go. It's all went really warm, which is nice, which means now we can this output gets right here. Let's go right here. But then is there a way? Well, we need to bypass that. Right, like this. There we go. Now all of this is going in at hundreds, 100 degrees, and then right here it's heating up the water. Anyway, that might be it for this stream. We did a fair bit of work. We succeeded at some things, failed at others. Quite something indeed. If I keep going like I'm going, then I feel like either tomorrow or in 2 days the video will be up, which is nice. Anyway, I'm feeling peckish, so I'm gonna go and grab something to eat. By that I mean cook. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.